Hey everyone, today I want to give everyone kind of a lesson on how to fix a common problem on a lot of older Toyota trucks from 79 to 88. In a lot of states where you need annual inspections, they check to make sure the horn works, and a lot of these older trucks have problems with the horn not working. So the first thing you might think is, oh, the horn's bad by itself, and very often the horn isn't bad unless, well, it could wear out, but it's unlikely. I've never seen the actual horn go bad. So most likely it's in the actual switch. And before you say, oh, I need to go get another switch, you don't have to. Because I've had this problem on a lot of older Toyota trucks I've owned, and I've found out how to fix the problem for free. So first of all, take off the centerpiece for the horn. There's, depending on what year truck you had, this steering wheel's from a 79, so there's like 8 screws back here. Oh no, 6. I was close. Only 2 off. And be sure not to lose them, because they're kind of unique size screws. Carefully pull off the cap. Carefully pull off the little wire that goes to the horn, because you don't want to break that. And then you undo these 3 little screws. If you can't get to the little connections where the horn mates to this. And then you get some sandpaper or a wire wheel or something, and you carefully clean up the connections in there. Even if they look fine, clean them up anyways. Because very often they'll look fine, but it's not. That fixed the problem on my old 83. But it didn't fix the problem on my 88. I thought the problem originally with my 88 was the corroded copper ring around here, which is another common problem these trucks have. The ring just gets so corroded because a lot of times these trucks leak, and then corrosion happens when it gets moist, and just all that stuff. And well, don't try. I found sandpaper doesn't work that well for cleaning this up. Take it off, put it on a wire wheel, and just carefully clean it. I clean both sides. I don't think it's necessary to do both sides because the other side doesn't connect to anything, but I did it anyways. It seemed to fix the horn for like a week, and then it wasn't working again right when I needed it most. So anyways, I took the steering wheel back off, and I did my little diagnostic thing to see if it was the actual button or if it was the actual horn. I guess I should have told you guys this first. What you do is you take off the steering wheel. It's a 17 millimeter nut. I'm pretty sure. Might be a 19, but I'm pretty sure it's a 17. And before you take off the steering wheel, get some white out or something and put a mark all the way across. Put a mark like right here, then like halfway across the shaft where the nut's on. That way you can get the steering wheel realigned, because I found if you try to put the steering wheel on, take the steering wheel off, and then put it back on just the way how it looks right, it'll never line up right. Never, ever, ever. So yeah, that's me how I know that. Anyways, here's a turn signal switch. This one isn't from a Toyota, it's from a Isuzu Trooper. Might be an 88 or something like that. I think it's actually from my 88 Trooper. I added intermittent wipers to it a while back. One free upgrade to older Toyota trucks is they're pre-wired for a lot of upgrades. Like the clock is pre-wired. Sometimes you have to go dig for the plug behind the radio, but it's pre-wired for attack if it came with fuel injection, and pre-wired for intermittent wipers. I think 84 and up. So pretty sweet. Anyways, what you do is you get the shaft, you take out the steering wheel, and then you get like a screwdriver or a wrench or something, and you short circuit the middle of the steering wheel where the shaft is, and this little copper connection might look a little bit different on the Toyotas, but if the horn goes off, that means the problem's definitely in your button, because that's completing the connection. So I did that on my truck, and the horn went off, so that told me I had a problem with my horn. So I was thinking maybe the spring retracted or something, and it wasn't making a good connection. So what I did was I got 3 little washers that were identical to this, unscrewed this little ring. Unfortunately, one of these little guide posts were blocking the way of the washer, so I got my grinding wheel and I carefully ground it down. This plastic, it grinds down really fast, so be careful not to take too much off, but I stuck 3 of these little, I don't know what these washers are from like a power steering pump or something. 3 of them under there, bolted it back up. If you're going to use washers, make sure they're the same size so you don't tweak this little copper thing, because then the steering wheel would only work in certain positions. The horn will only work in certain positions the steering wheel's in. That probably made more sense, huh? And now my horn works, and I bet it'll work for a long time to come. And it didn't cost me anything because I've had these washers for who knows how long. They're from an old parts truck I had. I'm still using parts from it. But not parts, so much parts, but more like nuts and bolts. They're technically parts though. And everything works fine now, so just thought I wanted to share that with everyone. If it helps someone out, great. If you just, if you're entertained from the video, that's great too. And I'll talk to you guys all later.